Normal. Normal. Fast 1. Normal. Slow 1. Maximum volume.
Rose of the red, violet are blue. Welcome to Psycho Talk. Oh, of course, this stupid merchant has to ruin my shot. Hold on. Get out of here. The stupid llama, man. There we go. Now I have to change one more thing. Oh, and why are you not sure? Well, because it's a podcast, Karina. Now I'm doing it because it's what I want to do. Anyways, how you doing? Oh, by the way, shout out to Queen Xenoverse, best channel on YouTube, my guys. I watched a couple of her videos. I'm subscribed. I got the notifications turned on. Trust and believe. She's freaking dank at playing her games, dude. Bro, you should see her play Fortnite. She'll destroy all of y'all, my guy. Anyway, so how you doing? Alright, well, anyway. So, I decided to, do it today because I accidentally missed yesterday's Psycho Talk. I wasn't at the house, and I missed a lot of it. I knew I was supposed to do something, but I forgot to change the message. I'm gonna leave you guys on a blue screen once more and go to advanced settings, because that's where I screwed up. I have to change this to FIRELIVE because I stream on Twitch and that's the last thing I streamed on today. I'm sorry guys, again the blue screen of death, that's a Twitch joke, never mind. Alright, 5-9, and then of course change it to red because that's our channel. There we go. So now that we're back, I missed a lot yesterday. Not that much news came out. Sadly, I don't have a tablet or a laptop or actually anything because all I have is my PS4 to look stuff up on. And we're gonna get a couple calls going in a sec. We just have to wait for this phone to start charging, of course, because apparently it stopped while I was setting everything up, including the new audio capture. The money I could have spent on a freaking laptop, spent on an audio capture. Ooh yeah. So stupid sheeps, man. I have to change the audio. I didn't set everything up correctly. Of course, settings. The rain stopped. Go turn that down. There we go. Now let's move that right up there. Get a good shot of Psycho Talk. So as I said, I was not at home. Sadly, I missed a lot. I've been watching. Given my last one for Psycho Talk, 17 views. When it came in, I was like, "Whoa, this is amazing!" And realizing that the podcast actually did what I was hoping for it to do, and give us a better shot at surviving on YouTube. This heckish landscape. I gotta check if my mic works because this one cuts out a lot. If you hate the blue screen, I'm sorry. It's not my fault. Alright, so I can hear me. So basically, I wanted to keep thinking on, I wanted to keep thinking for bigger things for Psycho Talk. And of course, I realized that I'm not always gonna be on time with Saturday and Sunday. So just think, if you want it, you gotta remember it's Saturday and Sunday. By the way, happy Father's Day. If you're watching this and you're a dad, happy Father's Day. We we praise you. By the way, I just blew up a balloon. Yeah, that's the thing that just happened. So if you're wondering what that noise was, it was a balloon being blown up. The phone is still not charged. I'm using a house phone to call people off of, by the way. So, yeah, we'll get some calls going in a sec, because we're calling out instead of having people call in. I haven't been able to read any of the comments on the last video because, again, no laptop, no tablet. I wish I could be streaming with Bear and Deadlock, but they're off doing something and stuff like that. They're just doing some things right now, and of course, I'm streaming on my own, the way you guys are normally used to it. So, time to reflect. So, I decided to reflect on my last year's experience, getting kicked out of school, having a couple friends to back me up and stuff like that, realizing what happened, and thinking about that was not really good. I'm not gonna lie. I left. I wanted to leave on my own terms, but then I realized that I have a lot of people there that I need, at least for me, and I decided that I want to stay. And when I decided I wanted to stay, I get kicked out because of me defending a friend of mine who wanted me to and who needed me to, because he doesn't understand what he was getting himself into. And during that time period, I was upset because I had hit nobody and I got someone's hands laid on me. And realizing that that's the way it was working, I realized leaving that school was perfect for me. And I'm not saying school sucks, right? I'm just hopping into this topic right now so I don't have to explain why I'm going to a new school every single year. I'm not saying that school sucks. I'm not saying you should drop out. I'm not saying anything. What I'm saying is if your principal is willing to talk crap to you behind your back and to other teachers and to everybody else and not say it to your face, that's how you know you have them scared. Not scared of you, but scared what answer you're gonna give him. So now here's what I'm gonna say. Anybody who goes behind your back, anybody who stabs you in the back, anybody who believes they can take you down in the way that they thought they could take me down, is a fool. Alright? They're a fool. And this is my words of wisdom. This ain't words of wisdom, this is facts. They're fools for thinking they can take you down. And they're fools for thinking that they can get you. The last one was 2 hours 51 minutes. We're gonna do this one in an hour because I get bored with talking to myself. So basically, I wanted to tackle this whole situation I'm in with my friends being fake and stuff like that, like all of them are. I just realized that now. When I got kicked out, none of them were behind my back. Only 3. And I'm thankful for them. What I learned is that ain't nobody want you, right? Ain't nobody want you until they need you. So make sure that you make people need you. Because they need you, but then they're willing to drop. I don't want you guys thinking that I'm depressed right now. Because this is just me. And this is me talking like a human instead of talking like a YouTuber. Alright? So what I'm saying now is I'm sorry for letting my voice change a bit. It's a normal way of it's a comfortable way of talking for me. It's not like I'm trying to act like I'm from somewhere, because this is my actual voice. This is a different voice from what I use for other people. Like when I talk like this, then I'm sorry, whatever. So this whole situation basically started with my ex-friends, Justin and Nico. They were getting into an argument because Nico basically had a boner in a yearbook, and Justin was showing it around, laughing, and then talking crap behind Nico's back. And Nico was also doing the same, but Nico was just talking back, talking smack, saying he's gonna fight him. Justin catches word of it, and then he catches the day that Nico tries to. So he tells me, because I'm his friend and he wanted me to stay by his side because I fought people before and he's seen me in action. I sent him a couple videos, which I'm not gonna post here because this is not the channel for that, because this is the gaming slash podcast channel. And of course, he's seen me in action, he's seen me fight, he's seen me box, he's seen me sprawl. So the first dude he came to was me. And he decided, was like, and on that day Nico came at both of us, not actually like trying to hit us, but he was trying to make jokes and stuff like that, saying cuss words at me. And he's saying that, oh, they called me Gio, so like don't get it twisted. They called me Gio even though you guys know me as Marvin. So don't get it twisted whenever I say this. Like, hold on, I gotta check the audio because I don't know if you guys are getting it clearly. So basically, they call me Gio, right over there. They all have it labeled in their phones as Gio. So if they want to call me, they can. But everybody was like, Gio, are you gonna defend him, or are you gonna like drop him? And I'm like, I'm gonna defend him. Because that's my friend, and I don't know what Nico thinks he's gonna do. And me and Nico, and I don't know what Nico thinks he's finna do. But he ain't finna do nothing when I'm around. So basically, Justin had me stay by him, and then some stuff went down at lunch. Like, Nico was going at him, starting to talk and stuff like that. And he's saying that Nico decides to like act like he ain't saying nothing and start fooling around. I'll be back. Nope. And my dog is happy. Everything good? Is everything going? Let me check the audio. Can you guys hear me? Yep. So, what was I talking about? Yeah, this whole situation that got me kicked out. So,
I know I should have, but I didn't buy batteries. So can I borrow this charger?
close my door.
I love you. Can I come out here?
You can go there. Go.
Oh, my baby. You're so cute.
Be careful with the charger. Make sure it doesn't get caught. Alright, you guys are gonna get a lot. Because I'm hopping over here real quick. That's the sound of my door closing. Okay, so I had to get a drink as well, so you know, I went to go over there to get it. So is my audio capture? Oh my god. Hello? Yep. So you guys are gonna stay on the screen because I'm not gonna make the effort of moving around. I'll get everything back later. What was I? I gotta grab something. Hold on. I'm still staying in the room. Drinking a slushie. It's a good slushie. It's an orange slushie. If you guys can hear all the rattling and stuff like that, that's because I'm, of course, moving around. And it's making a lot of rattling noises. And it's annoying me. So, yeah, there we go. I'm still moving the wires. You guys are getting a lot more stuff and stuff like that. RIP headphone users. Did it say anything? It's showing the battery icon, so it has enough battery to show that. So now, what happened was that he was like calling people. He was calling people out, saying names of people that Justin was trying to get at him. And then of course he calls my name, which of course I told him to keep my name out of his mouth. Because in this situation, me and Nico were friends. Like, me and him made some stupid raps and stuff like that that we never released. I have the notepad over there, but I'm not gonna read them. Of course I went by Sexy Band-Aid, which is my rap name. And he went by Lil Neho, then it changed to Thick Boy, then Thick Boy RD. And I was like, well, he like, me and him were friends. Me and Nico were tight. And then he realized that and then he knew that I was from Justin, which wasn't anything bad on my part. Like, I was friends with most of the people there. And like, the school was pretty small. There was like 100, 200 kids no, 100 kids, yeah, 160 kids in the 6th grade, 7th grade campus. And I was like, well, I kind of want to like keep this low. I don't want to get in trouble. I didn't want to get kicked out. And he's like, he starts yelling at me, and then he gets his friend Asher to come up behind me and basically ran me into the portable wall. Like, he came up behind me and like as fast as he could, and he pushed, and I hit my head, but I ain't told anybody. I think I should have told someone. And I don't know why I get in trouble for that. Basically what I'm saying is, I'm like, yeah, tell me something I don't know. And everybody's, and even his son is like, bro, my dad wants you out of the school. And I'm telling him, like, if I find a whole new school, because I guess I was grouped in. And the principal always gave me referrals for nothing. Like, I got in trouble for pulling a piece of dog hair out of her head. She was like, hey kid, she was like, is there anything in my hair? I was like, yeah, there's some dog hair. So I went to go get some dog hair out, and I accidentally, while I was getting it, I grabbed it and she moved her head a little bit, and she was in a neck brace, so, like, you know, so it was like basically a big dart forward. I was like, oh. Right, she said ow, and I was like, oh, I'm sorry, bro. She said, you're fine. And then not the principal, but the bus driver, because this happened on a bus, it was like, she yelled my name in her old lady voice, which is, she was like 50, 60 years old. No one really knew. We just all called her the Wicked Witch of the West. And she yelled at me saying, all I hear is ow coming from that seat. And like I had her, like, I was like, I was getting dog hair out of your hair, right? And like, what's going on? Why is she yelling? And then she comes back to, she like pulls the bus over, which she's famous for. Oh my god, you don't understand how many times she pulled the bus over. And she's super famous for that. And we would always like start joking around. One time, one of my friends was like, when she stopped, he like stood up and started yelling, "Do not get up," which of course got him a misconduct. Yeah, bro, we had misconducts. So basically, we always got something stupid. My friend Bryson got expelled because he got kicked out too. Me and Bryson and my nephew Sean, who isn't my nephew, I just call him that, got kicked out. Bryson got kicked out for I think it was too many referrals, and he had a lot more referrals than I did. I only had like, he had like 13, 14, I had like 7, which is like the 7th one was the one that kicked me out, even though he said that like after 8 you're out. And I'm like, all right, well fine, I'll stay under the radar. And my nephew got some stuff planted on him, which I'm still not allowed to say. Of course, the case hasn't been solved. They went to go raid, like someone told on him, and they went to go raid his bag, which they're allowed to do, but as long as he has consent. But they didn't consent him, so they like just went through his locker and stuff like that, and found a bunch of jewel pods. And I'm talking about it. Well, and found a bunch of jewel pods, and he was like, I never had that stuff on me. How did that get in there? And they kicked him. So, and like the principal, he jewels in his office. Like he's like, he hotboxes the place. Like it's every single time you walk in there, make sure you're wearing a mask, my guy. And like every single day, he said he had something to say. He either darted his eyes at me and then looked away, or had something to say, which was getting on my nerves. I'm not gonna lie. Like he was like, I just walk. I was like, hey, Mr. L. Not gonna say his actual name because I know some of you guys love to find people. But I was like, hey, how you doing? And he just darted his eyes at me and then looked away. I was like, all right. And then he comes back later and he's like, hey, how you doing? I just dart my eyes and I walk away. And then he was like, Joe, come here. And he was like, what? And I was like, what? You need something? He's like, that's major disrespectful. I was like, all right, fine. What do you need? And he's like, I said hi. And I'm just like, okay, see ya. I just walk off. I was like, I didn't care. I was getting sick and tired about this principal, right? And the school I went to was Suncoast Academy, so there you guys go. There's enough for you guys to go. So Suncoast Academy. I'm not a bull, cause screw that school, man. Like after all this stuff went down, I was like, well, I did something good. I defended my friend the way I was taught, that's the way I was raised, and stuff like that. Every single person thought I was mean for defending someone that they didn't want to get hurt. They started calling me mean, they started calling me nasty, and they started calling me bad stuff behind my back, thinking I'd never catch it. And I don't know about you guys, I'm very good at taking criticism, and I'm very good at I'm very good at taking criticism. I'm not gonna lie. But when it comes to everybody who you think is your friend, and everybody who you want to stay with like forever, even the girl that I liked at the time was mad at me. All of them were. The only person to stick by my side was Bria, which I wish she could answer her phone, because I would say some good stuff to her and say some good stuff about her right now. But I wish she would answer her phone. But she was the only one cool about it. Same with Riley and Genevieve. But Bria was the one I was mainly cool with, and we started talking while I was in the office. After I got out, she was right there waiting for me. Of course, I gave her a hug. We both cried about what happened, and I had to leave. I had to leave because they kicked me out, and I was told that I was on the suspension for until the next year, which was August. I'm like, all right, I guess we'll see you in August. And I get into the car, and my dad was like, what are you doing getting expelled? I was like, expelled? He told me suspended until August, and he was like, what? And my dad was like, that's not what we got a call. That's not what we got a call saying. So basically, the principal is a dirty liar. That's for sure. Don't trust him. Sorry, I'm messing with this styrofoam cup. He is snake and he a liar. So don't trust him with any secrets. And hey, the handset's working. But I wouldn't trust him with anything. I still don't. We have a lot of choice words to say to him. I still know his school's number. I still know his email, so I can hit him anytime I want to, talking about how it's crap. But I'm more mature than that, and I'm a young adult, so I know what I'm doing if I wanted to. And thinking back, I don't know why I tried to get on that principal's good side if he was gonna kick me anyway. Actually, well, I'm finna get on the good side of someone who don't even want me in their school, bro. Like during the tour, he seemed pretty cool. Like he seemed like a okay guy to hang around with, you know. And like I was like, all right, well, of course I'm gonna greet him with a handshake, because that's what you do. So I greeted him. I greeted him with a handshake. I said, hey, because if I didn't respect him, I would have said, what's up, and stuff like that, in the way I normally greet anybody. And I was like, hey, hi. I go by, hi, my name's Marvin. How are you doing? And he said, hi. I'm not gonna say his name. Welcome to Suncoast and stuff like that. I'm gonna give you a tour and stuff like that. And then he had me ride on the back of the golf cart, because my mom was there, and he wanted my mom to get a full view first. And then when we're leaving, he had me get in the front seat with him, and we just started talking and stuff like that. And I was excited. I was like, ooh, new school, I'm gonna learn guitar, which I did. I really wish I could get a guitar right now so I can cover it. And then we of course we left. I told my mom I think I'm gonna be good here. I think I like this school, because SMA, I got kicked out for too many uniform infractions, and then 3 uniform infractions turned into an infraction, 3 infractions turns into a referral, 3 referrals turns into a suspension, which I never got a suspension. I only got 1 detention, and I forgot what it was for. What was it for? Shoot, I gotta remember what the detention was for. Cause I know it was for something. Crap, I can't remember. I never cheat. Wait, was it? No, it wasn't for that. I know it was for something. And I know it was near the end of the year. I forgot though. I know it was for something stupid. Like, something happened. I know Major Curry and Major Morris were... I'm super thirsty. Like, I'm very dehydrated. I know Major Morris and Major Curry were always on my back about something. But I'm not talking about SMA, I'm talking about Suncoast. SMA will be the next one. So, now everybody's talking behind my back, and apparently everybody's hitting my Snapchat, which I haven't seen yet, and I'm still not gonna open those messages. About, me being the bad guy, and I shouldn't have done what I did, and stuff like that, and I was like, what did I even do? And then Nico is posting pictures on his Instagram about, me bruising him outside of school. And then Justin joins in saying that I did it. And like, I have my cousin reading my stuff because I was like, I don't care. And then he reads it and then marks everything as unread. I don't know how he does it, but he does it. And then he sends me screenshots through PlayStation saying, bro, your friends are like dead snakes, dude. That's why, what's the charge at? That's at low battery, so if I try to call someone, it won't let me. So, what's going on is that, everybody is now hitting me up. I even got like 5 calls, from like, dude, why did you do that? Why did you, what? And then they just like all started getting sporadic and stuff like that, saying that I hurt him. Even his mom, which is a cop, came to my house. And like while I'm outside with my little sister, and even had me questioned and stuff like that, like and I had an alibi because I stay in my room all day. I stay in my room and I stream. Like I just got off of a stream when I got off of a stream for Twitch when this happened, and I was like, what's going on? What are you guys talking about? And then like, cause this all happened in the span of a day, so I go back to school. Everybody's eyeballing me. Everybody's quiet, and then we all get to advisory, and everybody starts, starting everything up again. Like, and then I get called to the office, and then Nico shows the principal some bruises and stuff like that. And I'm like, what do you mean I did that? And he was like, Gio, we all know you did it. Oh, it's Riley. Hey, I'm on the podcast right now. You want to say hi? Oh, the phone died. Well, the phone is dead. I will be back. I gotta see what she needs, and be able to call you. I'll hopefully be able to be back in like at least 5 minutes. I'm getting copyrighted for what my sister's gonna watch. I feel fantastic. Because this microphone's very sensitive. I'm far away from my mic right now. Now there's gonna be a lot of popping noises. Anybody can hear me, that's good. I'm gonna check the mic. Hello. Yes. So, Riley just called at an ironic time. Because she was one of the that's the Riley I was talking about with the staying on my side the whole time and stuff like that. And yeah, But then like everybody's quiet, and then Nico shows some bruises that was like I didn't even talk to Nico after we all like after the whole situation went down. Like Asher was going at me and stuff like that, saying you ain't tough and trying to ram into me again, which I saw straight through because he's dumb. He was a freaking 14-year-old in 6th grade, and I'm like, well, all right then. And I realized that he wanted me to start fighting him, and I'm stupid, but I'm not dumb enough to get into a fight over something that isn't mine. I'm willing to defend, but I'm not willing to fight. Like if I have to hold something out, then I'll make sure I hold it out for as long as I can. Like Psycho Talk is something I'm very glad for, which is gonna end in like probably I'll give it another 30, so it'll probably end at like 1 hour 10 minutes.
Wow.
But Riley had to call at the worst time, especially with this phone being dead. I was thinking that I was thinking like should I stay, because nobody wants me, and nobody wants me here, nobody needed me here, and I was like, all right, well, I'm gonna tell my mom about this whole situation. I'm gonna be leaving. And I wanted, like, as soon as I was about to tell my mom I had to go to school, and I was like, well, I'll just tell her later. And apparently my principal decided to go and call her and feed her straight lies. And my mom knew that I wasn't leaving anywhere to come to fight anybody, because she knows that I don't like to. And I put my door up. Like, I have streams, right? I have a stream schedule, and I have times and stuff like that set up on my door, so everybody knows when I'm streaming, when to keep the volume low on their TV, when to put headphones in if they're going to be playing music, stuff like that, because I don't like to get copyrighted, because that's the thing. But my mom was like, what are you talking about? Who's streaming around that time? And then, of course, like, and then I even told Nico's mom when she was interviewing me, like, I was like, I was streaming at that time. I have the exact same, I pulled up the Twitch stream, and she was like, what'd you do after? I was like, I went on the trampoline. Like, did you not see it ended 30 minutes ago? 30 minutes ago is when you picked me up. And then Nico was like, bro, you met me at freaking Riverwalk, bro, and you just started going ham on me. I'm like, what? I was starting to get mad. I was like, how did I put my hands on your son when I don't like to leave the house? Well, that's just for something that I want to do. And how did I put my hands on your son when I know you're the cop and I know you'll go after me? And she's like, I still don't believe you that you didn't just. And she was trying to find every single excuse to go at me and to combat me, because Nico is one of the main people who likes to start talking, who likes to say words about me and stuff like that, thinking I don't catch flack. And everybody was, and now I'm Nico's target. But joke's on him, he can't even find me. This thing is like dead. I wish it wasn't super. I'll call back later, probably. I'll give it another 10-20 minutes. So let me get my thoughts together real quick, because this is kind of a touchy subject for me, especially because I thought he was a friend. Let me put something in my hand real quick too while I'm at it. No, wait, hold on. So now that I got Alright, so now that I got the sheeps out of my shot, and instead a bunch of arrows, we should be good. And I got upset because the principal was asking where I was at, and I had to pull out the same Twitch stream over and over again because nobody believed me. Like after I went to school, I was like, alright, well, since people are asking me over and over again and I'm gonna keep sending links, I might as well keep a phone on me. So I kept a phone on me the whole time, and people were asking. It wasn't my phone, it was just a phone I'd use because if I needed to show myself as innocent. So I just I'd show people the stream. I had Twitch installed and I had my profile set up on it already and stuff like that. And of course I can't use that phone anymore because my friend, I don't have any more connections to him since he left Florida. He left Florida a couple days ago. So because none of his phones have connection to a service. So yeah, I went to talk to him. I went to talk to him before he left, and he's like, dude, this whole situation that you're in, it doesn't matter. Like, if I could take you with me, because he decided to head back up to Honduras, the motherland, because he wanted to be with his parents for a bit, because he stays with his grandma, because he needs school down, because the Honduran school isn't that good. Like, it's like, if you have enough to afford the education, it's probably a crappy one. I'm gonna be honest. So a whole year is he stays one whole year, for one whole school year, stays for at least like 2 weeks of summer. He leaves, he goes over there, he works for a bit with his dad, his dad makes like poles and stuff like that. He basically like sells PVC pipes that he made, which are stronger than actual PVC. Like the ones you get in Home Depot. His was basically like armor plates compared to those things. And if he wanted to, he would just stay up there. But with the money he earns helping his dad out, he pays for another plane ticket. Which I told him, just instead of getting one way, just get two-way backs. And he was like, no, I can't. And he was like, those things are more expensive, especially after what I earn. I'm like, do you need help? Because like, I'm getting a summer job, and I'm not getting it right now, but I'm getting one, and it's kind of hard to deal with that, especially when you need that one person. And by the way, Queen Xenoverse is my cousin per se. Like I got introduced to her. She's not my actual cousin, but I got introduced to her because of my mom's long relationship with her mom and her siblings. So like my mom grew up in the Virgin Islands with them. So I didn't really meet them until later. So I was catapulted into a whole situation that I didn't want to be in. Like I was in there. I was there because I needed to be a defense. I needed to be a wall, and I needed to stick by my friend. And I needed to be someone who is a good one. That same friend and everybody else who I considered family over there, after I left, after I said goodbye, after I waved, after I gave everybody I wanted to talk to a hug, every single last person except four, I forgot my daughters, 4 of them we're talking, everybody except 4 of them were talking crap, and it circulated all around Instagram and stuff like that. And I stayed silent because I know if I said something, I probably would have popped off, which is a thing that I'm used to doing, and that's a thing that I stopped doing because I realized that that's not good for me to do. And like Psycho Talk is the main reason why I'm talking about this. Like I'm not. I think I can do story time. I really can. Story time is probably a thing I can do. I'm able to do story time. Like that's my, because I have a lot of stories and I have a lot of things I can read offline to do. Like I have a lot of stories I've written, a lot of things I can talk about. Like I can talk about when I was younger, when I was 6 and stuff like that, because like those were the good old days. And I'm gonna keep checking this phone because I want to call back. And I can keep going like that. I can go on and on, but I have to keep it right now. I have to keep it within an hour because I get really bored doing this on my own. Like of course I'm gonna after this I'm probably gonna improve the sign. I'm probably gonna make a couple more signs next to it. Like I'm probably gonna make it all into a box. Like whenever it reaches a certain mark, I move this Psycho Talk over there, and then I don't know, it's gonna take a lot to figure out. And after after realizing that I don't have good friends at that school, I was like, I was bummed. I cried, which is something I rarely do, and I'm openly admitting to it. I don't like to cry. I don't like to smile because it shows that I'm weak. And I don't like to show my weak spots because that's not good. So basically, I hide everything. I don't talk to anybody about anything. If I do, then that's how you know that you're special to me in my eyes and stuff like that. And if I ever talk to you in real life, know that I'll probably be more upbeat because yeah, I'm a fan and stuff like that. So I'll probably be more upbeat, and of course I'm gonna be as happier as when I'm around you guys because you guys are my podcast family. And of course I've only got one person, which was Queen Xenoverse. You should watch her. Like actually, I wasn't even joking when she joined. Like you need to actually watch her. And hold on. Like you need to actually watch her channel. Very good stuff there. She has a lot more subscribers than me. That I know of, at least. I don't know if last time I checked she had a lot more. Of course Luke Games, James Games, those are the people I sometimes hang out with. Along with Giovanni Vasquez. He's in my subscriptions list. If you go all the way back, you'll be able to find him. Subscribe to True No, good guy. Never talked to him in person. I've watched a couple of his videos though. Giovanni Vasquez has 2 subscribers. Out of all of them, those are the ones that have subs. And yeah. One time I'm gonna hit one more story and then I'm gonna call it. It's probably gonna take a, but like I remember one time I was chilling with Nico, and I was chilling with Nico and we were just on the bus and we were laughing, joking, and he was like, yo, freestyle, and I was like, okay, I'll do it. Give me a beat. And he pulls out his phone and I pull out my speaker, and we moved to the back very secretively. Like we had people, like we had people walk up to the front so we can go to the back, and then while they're walking to the back, we make sure we like scoot all the way over into the seat. Like we do that for them, and they do that for us. And like Nico was pretty tall, so it was hard for him, but I'm pretty short. I'm like 5'7". Yeah, I'm like 5'7". So I had to look at my freaking my door because like that's the last height I've ever measured. And he hit me like, are you and Justin like, are you and Justin mad at me? And I was like, no. Why would you say that? And he's like, I was like, I'm not mad. Justin's just Justin is on like Justin's kind of like not. Justin doesn't want to talk to you because you are threatening him and stuff like that. And I was like, you can't really be doing that if you want someone to stay as your friend. And he was like, but he starts to stutter. He starts to stutter, and I know that's not a joke, so I'm apologizing for making that joke. And he starts to stutter and stuff like that, and says, Justin's a friend of mine. He's a good friend, and I don't want him to think that I want to fight because Nico. Did I just break my straw? Dang it. Only me. I'll figure out how to break a straw. What's the charge at? Of course, man. And of course, Nico starts going at him. I defend. I get in trouble. I get kicked out. I'm gonna end the stream at an hour because I'm getting really bored. There's only like 1-2 things that people that like you need to take away from the situation is make sure, and my parents were telling me this and I never listened, make sure your friends are your friends. Be wary of the quiet ones, because those are the ones that are gonna backstab you in the end, which all my friends, I'm not gonna lie, they were the quiet ones. And you can't even like, so basically, hold on, I'm trying to figure out how this works. So like if I take it up, put it there, and then it goes straight back to handset one. Never mind then. Guys, keep with the quiet ones. That's the message, and that's everything I'm gonna give you guys to take away from. If you want to find out more about the story, I will gladly tell it in the next one. I'm of course gonna waste time to hit that hour mark because I hate it whenever I see videos with uneven numbers. So yeah, I'm gonna drag it out as far as I can. But yeah, if you want to hear more about the story, you know, you can hit me. I check my emails. I forgot to put it in the description. It's basically spaceboat 4122 at gmail.com. You can message me off of there if you want to hear more. If you want to talk about if you want to that you're willing to, like, if you want to talk about anything that you're willing to put out in the world, I will look and I will read and I will understand what you want to say. I'm not gonna say listen because like you're writing it out. So yeah, I realized that a portion of the video was wasted, but yeah, so without further ado, head to the village, I guess, as the last means of, as the last means for the podcast. Oh yeah, by the way, there's like a bunch of bamboo around here. You got bamboo for the next 30 seconds. Now you guys get to look at this screen. And of course, I'm gonna end it right here. Thank you all so much for watching. I will just do whatever you want. Subscribe, unsubscribe, just like, they're all the same. I don't really care. But I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.